Hello there. Welcome to Blitz Transmissions. I'm Tommy. You guys know what time it is. I'm here. I'm live. I have a nice day off work today. I got to do a bunch of stuff around the house today. I was really happy about. So we're going to be taking some time today. I just got a few packages in the mail today. Some very large packages, if you will. And I'm really, really excited to get cracking into some toys today, guys. So Blitz Bounties, if you don't know what it is, it's a live stream series that I do on the channel. None of it is like, planned. It's not like a scheduled thing. It's literally just me going in and doing my thing, having fun. I have a bunch of stuff that I got in like all at once. Usually it's like a pile of loot, or it's like, something like that. What I'll do is I'll stream. I'll open it. Some stuff I can just open right away. Other things I cannot open right away. Hang on, I'm just trying to get all set up on the stream here. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. StreamYard's being kind of buggy. That's weird. Let me know, guys, because I'm watching. I have the stream off to the side here as well. I think it's like jumpy a little bit. Yeah, dude, StreamYard is so frustrating sometimes. But yeah. Also, this mug is a joke. It's a joke mug. Shout out to my Uncle Angelo for the joke mug. But yeah, let me know how jumpy the stream is, because the strange part is I can see that it's jumpy on the camera as well, as opposed to just maybe it's me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. All right, well, we'll keep an eye on that as the stream progresses here. So let's see who we have in chat. So we've got JWC924 first in chat here. He is a member of the Rancor Battalion channel membership, and he's an ARC Trooper in the Patreon. Guys, if you want access to early content, monthly giveaways, other awesome benefits like a private Discord server, voting on what I make next for the channel, you can join the Patreon. Link is in the description below. Become an ARC Trooper for just $4.99 a month. Or if you're a fan of the reviews I do here on YouTube, I know I've been posting a lot of them lately. I have a lot more to post. You can also check out the YouTube channel membership, Rancor Battalion. Link is in the description below for that as well. Again, early reviews, priority replies in my comment sections. You get exclusive badges as well. Lots of cool stuff there. 99 cents a month for that. So there's two different ways to go above and beyond and support Blitz Transmissions. I appreciate any and all support. And then, of course, if you want to check out, I got my merch on right now. I got the Blitz Transmissions crew neck on, because it's finally, we're getting some fall weather up here in Northwest Pennsylvania. So, yeah, you can check that out. All the social media linked in the description below as well. We also have my recent podcast co-host, Cheesy Napkin. Everybody banned Cheesy from the stream. He's speaking French. Chris K, who's also a channel member and a Patreon member. Shout out to Chris. Hal Runner Base, another guy. Dude, look at all these people. B-Some75, Michael Galupo. All these guys are both Rancor Battalion channel members and ARC Troopers on the Patreon. Guys, thank you so much for all the support that you guys give. I really appreciate it. Bolts, hashtag Clone Life. Get ready, guys. I hope you like Clone Troopers, because it's going to be wild in here. Sci-Fi Dude, what's up, TVC family? You are going to like this stream. You are going to like this stream. Caleb W., also in Rancor Battalion channel member here. No push notification. Thanks, SlopTube. What's going on, man? My boy Moon Jockey. What's going on, brother? And my boy Shelf Life. What's going on? We got all the deplorables in the chat here today. I hope you guys like my mug. Trying to get with the times, Sipping on some dark roast coffee with some Chobani cookie dough flavored, what's it called? Yeah. But cookie dough flavored creamer, that's what it's called. All right, enough of this nonsense. So, you guys know, if you know me at all, you should know Republic Gunship TVC HasLab was kind of my big thing. I bought 7 of the damn things. So, in doing that, I also, I was like, well, I got to have a clone army if I'm going to have, and I need to fill these gunships up. So, obviously, I have the channel's mascot. I got Blitzy Boy here. This is an older TVC figure. And I was like, you know what? It's obviously not going to be good enough to have just Blitz. He needs an army to lead. So we're going to need to get some clones. So I've been taking advantage of a lot of different stuff so that I could get some goodies. You know, got to get my clone army started. And I'm just cooked. Anything Clone Wars era, I think I'm going to be in on for TVC. And you know the legacy scale of Star Wars here. So let me keep up. We got my boy 212 Hunter in the chat, both a Rancor Battalion channel member and an ARC Trooper in the Patreon. Bro's drinking those tears. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Again, shout out to my Uncle Ange for giving me this mug. Best gag gift I've ever received in my mailbox impromptu. I drink my coffee black. Me too, brother. Actually, yeah, I used to. When I was in college, I would drink almost exclusively. I'd drink black coffee. I don't believe in that anymore. Yep. Hal Runner's spitting. 7 Coleman's incoming. No, what I want to do is build like a giant hollow table. Like, you know how in Attack of the Clones, who is it? It's like Dooku, Poggle the Lesser, Wat Tambor, like all the Separatist leaders are like, you know, Sand Hill. The banking clan will sign your treaty. They're all going to be around the hollow table. It's like that red one on Geonosis, and they're watching the Battle of Geonosis occur. That is kind of what I want to build. Just a giant hollow table. Separatists on one side, Republic forces on the other. I think it'd be super sick. So, before we get into the pile of loot, because I have a ton of stuff in the pile of loot, I took advantage of an Amazon Prime Day deal. Amazon Prime Day was yesterday and today, and they had a deal. They were doing the newer Vintage Collection 501st Clone Trooper, the one without the removable helmet, the better one. They were doing them for $13.99 or something like that a piece, and it was a limit of 5 per customer. So I ordered 5, and then I was like, well, I'm very like weird when it comes to my troop building, because this is really, honestly, in my adult collection, I think this is the first time I've really ever troop built anything. I mean, like, if you look behind me, God, it's all mirrored. I have some clone troopers on my Attack of the Clones Black Series shelf here. The Phase 1s, I have multiple of, because while I don't necessarily troop build in Black Series, if they release a trooper multiple times in the line in like different releases, yeah, I'll buy them and I'll have multiple on the shelf. But with Black Series, I feel like it takes up a lot of space really quickly, so I don't really troop build too heavily. I just get one of everything pretty much. So whereas with TVC, I also, you know, I couldn't just have 5. So shout out to my beautiful fiance, Jennifer, for also ordering 5 from her Amazon account. So I was able to get 10 of the 501st TVC clones. And so here they are. I got 10 of these guys from Amazon between myself and my beautiful fiance, Jennifer. Again, shout out to her. But I think towards the end, we're going to open these up. But yeah, I just kind of want to show them off. I kind of want to take a look. I was a little worried because this is actually, I have them on the wall here. You know, if Moon Jockey's still watching, I know he's going to be very proud of me, because I actually do collect 3.75, and I know that he loves 3.75. So you just grab these here. So what I was a little concerned about, so originally what Hasbro did is this is the same VC number 240, as the one that I just showed you, but this one was labeled as a Clone Wars figure, and you can see this is what the TVC community calls the skinny mold of Clone Trooper. You can see the body, specifically the legs, very, very skinny. Doesn't even look like proportionate. And then, of course, the helmet here is a removable helmet, so it gives like a real bobblehead effect. I mean, I don't mind so much in Black Series the removable helmets, because I feel like since the figures are better or bigger, you can get away with like doing the removable helmets a little bit more, especially with like the Phase 1 clones. It looks great on the Phase 1s. However, on the TVC scale, it's a lot more difficult. So here is a side-by-side. They gave the same VC number to these, but you can just tell the one on the Obi-Wan Kenobi card back is the newer one. And if my webcam would like to focus here, which I would like it, there we go. You can see just how much better the new one is than the old one. See how much thicker and more proportionate those legs look, and how much smaller the helmet is, because the newer clones that Hasbro's doing, they did away with that removable helmet. So thankfully they've done that, and now I can enjoy some clone troopers. So here is the first set of 5. I know all my TVC heads in the chat are going to be so happy. Look at that. Boom. Someone screenshot this. Boom. Cloner. Got my TVC clones. There's 5 of them. Got them for, I mean, under retail, especially now that TVC is going up to $19.99, which for me, for my purposes, that will not affect my purchasing at all, because I'm really only into Clone Wars stuff unless it's like something that's really cool, like a figure that like friends that collect the line really recommend to me, like the TVC Balin Skull and Shin Hati that I recently reviewed on the channel. Yeah, those guys. I mean, Scott Solo and, you know, Toys Are the Way and the SWTVC guys, all those guys were raving about those figures. So, of course, I'm like, you know, I got to get those. So, that's the first 5. I'm going to set the ones I don't want to open off to the side, because I'm going to open all 10 of these. And like I said, we'll do some opening at the end of the stream here. I will try to keep up with chat as you guys go. Let's see. Get this next one open here. Because, yeah, again, Jen got... Most guys out here be saying wifey was pissed. I'm like, nope. Wifey enables me. So we got my other 5 TVC clone troopers here. They just kind of shipped them in big boxes, and they just kind of threw them all in there, which, fine by me. Thankfully, the paint apps on all of these that I've opened so far, better knock on wood, the paint apps on all of these are pretty good here. So let me just keep up here. We got 4. There's the 5th one in there. So again, 5 more 501st clones. Puts us up to 10. I don't really know how many my end game is. I might just like... There's 5 more TVC cloner. I want a blue one. I want a blue one. I don't know how many more of these guys I'm going to get. I feel pretty content because I have 8 more of these guys in the Big Bad box. Spoiler alert. But I'm so excited. So yeah, let me just check up on the chat here. Let's see. Chris comes in and says, for my lat, I picked up Phase 2 Rex, 6 501st, Jexy, Echo 5s, Havoc, and 2 plain shinies for the turrets. Beautiful. I still have to track down an Echo and a 5s. Shout out to Mile High Ground, Evan from the SWTVC crew. I bought some TVC figures he was selling, and one of them was Havoc. So the only Rancor Battalion ARC Trooper I'm looking for is Colt now, to have the 3 that they've released so far. Would love for them to do Commander Hammer, the 4th, and also the most forgotten ARC Commander. People get him mixed up with Colt all the time because they're both red. Pulse has 501st for $13, no limit if you remember. Yes, Pulse is doing a flash sale today and tomorrow. I think it's going to end Friday morning. Probably by like noon. So if you guys want to get in on that flash sale, they do have stuff on sale. The 501st 4-pack tomorrow. Bro, I'm going to get it. Speaking of multi-packs, if you don't know, if you're like in the lat, you got the lat and all that stuff, Mr. Stevie did confirm that there's going to be a bigger multi-pack of Phase 1 clones that you can get. It's going to be a release that's coming out with the Battle of Geonosis campaign. So recently, TVC did this single-carded version, but you can see that he has a removable helmet. Hasbro is doing away with the removable helmet. They're going to do the same kind of clone. Basically, it's going to be this guy who does not have a removable helmet. This is not the Clone Lieutenant like it says on the card. This is just a Phase 1 501st. They're doing it on that body. I hope the multi-pack is like a 6 or an 8-pack. But I could totally see them doing, if you wonder, I do have a wall of carded clone troopers from TVC. So, yeah, so I'm excited for that. So keep an eye out. If you're like me and you want the best of the best when it comes to quality, hold out for that new Phase 1 clone multi-pack. It's going to be superior to what we have out now in TVC. Hey, Darth Moocher, the host of Sarlacc Digest podcast, they're going to be alive at 11 p.m. Eastern time tonight, so with their main show. So make sure to go show them some support. Go subscribe to Sarlacc Digest. Those guys are awesome. Both, specifically Moocher and Scott, great mentors to me in this, the YouTube side of things, the Star Wars community. Those guys are great, real good, solid dudes. So shout out to them, and also shout out to Alexander Storm of the Shadow Nose Network. They will be live for their Pixels, Plastic, and Ink show at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Also, go subscribe to them and check them out. Alex has been a real one. He will be streaming with me tomorrow morning while we do our live reactions here. For which, by the way, I'm doing live reactions tomorrow morning starting at 10:45 a.m. Eastern Time for the New York Comic-Con Hasbro Star Wars panel here. So, again, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat, guys. Shout out to the 30 people watching already. I really appreciate you. Got my boy Commander Cook. Yet again, another person who is a Rancor Battalion channel member and an ARC Trooper in the Patreon. Links to both are in the description below if you guys want to support. And then we got Rex7567. I'm going to get 30 of them 501st. I mean, I might be where I'm at a year from now. We'll see. And yes, W Wifey. You need Revenge of the Sith Anakin from the 3-pack. I have seen on Yakface's rumor list that there is a single-carded Revenge of the Sith Anakin that's coming to TVC. So we'll see if and when that gets revealed. Let's see. Ooh, Howlrunner, if you have an extra Colt, I will 110% buy that off you. Just shoot me a DM. You know where to contact me. Bolt's just ordered 2 more. Hell yeah. Hey, Lazy Jawa, what's going on? Thanks for joining in the stream. We got Taylor Shipman. What did you miss? So far, I've shown off that I got 10 TVC 501st clones. Here's just 3 of them, but I did get 10. These are the newest TVC 501st here. We got my boy Renoaz. What's going on, Renoaz? Nice to see you in chat here. Okay, the Shock Trooper. So I did get one. You'll see one in my pile of loot. So unfortunately, I only pre-ordered one because I didn't know if the LAT was going to fund or not. But once it funded on that last day, unfortunately, the Shock Trooper was at that point pre-sold out on Pulse, Entertainment Earth, and Big Bad Toy Store. You guys know me. For the most part, I'm a Big Bad Toy Store purist when it comes to most of my toy pre-orders. So I just, yeah. That's kind of, I'm kind of waiting for them to go back in stock because I know there's going to be a second run at some point. And with the gunship being like, 11 months away from shipping, yeah, I'm not worried about it. Pulse is sold out on the 501st. Wow, that happened quick. Inferior. Hey, by the way, Hunter, if you're a big antenna mold guy, if you like inferior looking action figures, then you can go hit up Mile High Ground on Instagram, Evan. He is looking to sell a bunch of his antenna mold clones from Revenge of the Sith from back in 2005. So hit him up. He's trying to just get rid of them. He's not trying to sell them to make a profit. He's just trying to get rid of them. So hit him up, Mile High Ground on Instagram. Also, Tops 3.75. What's up, dude? I'm interested to see how your thing is going. Yeah, Shock is available on Big Bad for pre-order. I'm waiting for it to go in stock so I can just order a ton of them. But yeah, so we got through the Amazon order, and I did also get this in the mail yesterday. This got here in under 24 hours from when I ordered it. You guys know me, I'm a big Christmas nut. I am one of those freaks that decorates for Christmas on November 1st. So R2H25 from the Droid Factory Disney Parks line. This is this year's Astromech droid that they always do with the holiday theme. So I'm going to be, I got this from Disney Store online, and it showed up within 24 hours of me placing the order. Very, very good service there. Packed very nicely, too. They had it in a box that had packing around the card, and the box was big enough so it had like at least, an inch on either side of the card so that it wouldn't get banged up in the mail. Very, very nicely done. Says, I'm going American. Buy so many clones for my collection. First time backed. HasLab. Hey, dude. That is awesome. That is awesome. Nerdzoic has Shock Troopers in stock. Nerdzoic is actually, I guess you would consider him local to me. He's in the same state as me. No Pulse sale in the UK. Tough, no pricing. Oh, wow. But you guys, in the UK, Amazon UK had some awesome deals on TVC that we did not have. So, all right, guys, let's jump into it. We've been sitting here for 20 minutes. Nerdzoic is an op. Big nerdy, Count Dooku. I need my Count Dooku. Got Blitz on the big TV while cooking dinner. Hey, nice, dude. So, I have 10 501st, but I have a lot more TVC clones. And I have to blame my boy Fig Fury. I have to blame him. Fig, you did this to me. You sent me down the rabbit hole because he sent me a specific clone trooper that was on sale at the time. I think they actually brought the price up a little bit because they had it on such a deep discount. I think people were buying it up, so they were like, oh, we should bring this up a couple bucks. Fig let me know that the Battlefront 2 ARC Trooper, this is like the default appearance. They call it in game the Phase 2, but it's like the Phase 1.5. This guy was on sale for $6.40. So I was like, oh, dude, absolutely, I'm going to buy that. So grabbed him, stuck him in my pile of loot, and now it all went downhill from there. I was like, oh, I guess I'll just start army building, you know? Hey, Night Rex 92, what's going on? Think we are getting a Phase 1 Rex and Cody. Man, dude, we need a lot of clones in TVC. I think these gunships have really opened my eyes to, like, TVC hasn't had a Commander Cody since TVC 1.0, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's been a long time. Like, that was back when they did the foil cards as well, like when they would do those, like, almost like chase variant foil cards. Yeah. Antenna Mold 375 or 2013 Black... Okay, if it's between those two, no. The Black Series clone... This clone, if you're comparing this to the antenna mold, this is better than the antenna mold all day long. Don't even. Hunter, if that's going to be your new hot take, is liking the antenna mold, we can't be friends anymore. Unfriending you in real life. Banned from my Discord for that one. Yes, I do too. I blame Fig for all my... Oh, there he is. Surprise, surprise. JWC with the awful take. Hey, Tops comes in. You can now use my clone tracker to see what clones we need and what clones Hasbro should make. All of them. I say the same thing about Black Series. Hasbro should just make all the clones. Imagine TVC clone commandos with accurate proportions. Yeah, would be cool, wouldn't it? Antenna mold is a bit... Everybody's banned. Everyone get out of here. Everyone get out of here. Yeah. I remember when everyone was cloned out when they kept releasing those ARC Troopers. LOL. Clones are... Well, this is the thing, is now the clones... A lot of people have reason to buy, like, a ton of them because you want to fill up those gunships, build a display around them, you know? No, you can't, Hunter. Nope. Banned. Unfriended. All right, we're going to get more into this. I need to start cracking into these. So... I did pick up the Ahsoka series, Mandalorian Super Commando from the Clone Wars Siege of Mandalore flashback. That is one that I got. This was in stock. I was really happy to get this guy because obviously one of the coolest scenes in recent history with Republic gunships is the Siege of Mandalore. So I got a bunch of figures that could coincide with that. Speaking of which, this is an older figure, and I've been told it's not the best figure, but... I did also get the Ahsoka Tano from Mandalore from Clone Wars Season 7 to coincide with that Mandalorian Super Commando there. So there she is. Really excited for her. I picked up a few Ahsokas. Not really, like, I don't think I did it intentionally, but yeah. Also picked up, how can you have... I know he has the animated style belt, whatever. It is the Bad Batch labeled Clone Captain Rex. This Rex, if you can't tell, has a swappable head with a neck peg inside the helmet there, as opposed to the removable helmet. And he's on the latest clone body. So other than the belt being inaccurate to like a live-action clone, this is still a great figure. The latest and greatest in posability and all that stuff. So I did get Rex, and I mean, dude, I got like 18,501st. You'll see. So you'll see. But yeah, had to have Rex. And... if you're going to have Rex, I know this isn't the correct version. They never showed on screen together. But I did also get, they had in stock on Big Bad, the Ahsoka series Anakin Skywalker. The latest and greatest Clone Wars Seasons 1 through 3 look for Anakin. So I'm really excited to have this guy. He's got some nice soft goods on him as well. Hopefully I can get him into some nice poses. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. Let's see. Cloner wallet rod, dude. You have no idea. But it's worth it for the Republic. It's worth it. I'm a cloner. I have the Phase 1 Rex from AliExpress. I know that, I actually found out like a couple months ago that AliExpress was doing TVC clones. That's pretty cool. Antenna mold. What about the one with the action feature where you squeeze the legs together? The gooning feature. Yeah. Yeah, the Rex is good. People be hating. Hey, I mean, I think it's a good figure too. I mean, I know there's a lot of people, myself included. I can be a stickler when it comes to clones. I mean, even with like TVC, I'm not like I'm refusing to buy skinny mold clones unless, in this case, it's a figure that I don't think Hasbro will ever redo on the newer mold of clone. This guy is on the skinny mold. This is Captain Hauser. How could you have a clone army and not have your boy Captain Hauser? If my camera would like to focus there, I guess not. But yeah, here's Captain Hauser. He is on the skinny mold. He has a removable helmet, but the pauldron. When the clones have pauldrons, like I can show Blitz as an example here. Which, by the way, do have a review for this awful slop clone trooper. But you can see Blitz has a removable helmet, but when they have a pauldron, it doesn't look so bobbleheady. So you are able to get away with a little bit of a little bit of that removable helmet. It doesn't look so ridiculous on a clone with the with that feature. So yeah, I do like that a lot. Let's see. Just trying to keep up. There hasn't. No, dude. No. Antenna mold. It just doesn't look. It just doesn't look as like. I don't know. You're rage baiting me. You're rage baiting me. I guess I'll find more of these as I dig through the bin. But I did get 4 of these. But I can only find 2 off the top of the box here. We have they call it the Clone Trooper Lieutenant. This is from the Ahsoka flashback. They call this Teth, which is, again, strange that they have Twi'leks there in that flashback. But yeah, here's these guys. These are awesome. And I only got 4 to start because I don't think... Can someone correct me if I'm wrong? Because I know there's some other Clone Wars obsessed people in here. Did they ever do an episode or an arc where like all the clones Anakin and Rex and Ahsoka were leading were these Phase 150 I feel like every time we've seen them, there's just a few of them sprinkled in. That was why like I only grabbed like 4 of them to start, because I was like, if I get these, as far as on camera, like even in the Ahsoka flashbacks, we don't see a whole ton of them. They're just kind of sprinkled in with just your regular Phase 1s. So, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'll happily buy more, but, I kind of want to just have a few of them sprinkled in. Yeah, I think Cheesy is right here. And, also shout out to Cheesy for calling him Grift Jockey. Is it Revenge of the Sith accurate? Where's my boy Trooper Addy at? Yeah, I know about the Citadel. There was Charger, and there was another one too that had a horrible death. Yeah. Fun fact: I don't know if it was supposed to be a clone lieutenant. But in the Clone Wars movie, there are some very, very pale light blue striping. It's the same color pattern, but in like a lighter blue on Christophsis. It's the scene where Anakin and Ahsoka are like having their meeting with Rex, and like Anakin kind of ditches Ahsoka with Rex. I think that's where she first calls him Sky Guy. But yeah, Hunter, Longshot. I think Longshot was a 212th, right? Unless I'm wrong. But yeah, most of the 501st Phase 1 troopers are just plain white. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there was a blue clone. Again, it was in that one scene in the Clone Wars movie, and there might have even been one for like a few seconds during the Battle of Teth. I do think that was a thing. So, of course, what would it be if we didn't have even more 501st clones? So these cards are jacked up, but I ordered the like subgrade so I could save a little bit of money. So because I plan on opening these anyway. So I bought 4 more of these. Again, I can only find 2 on the top of the box, but puts us up to 14 501st clones. So, dude, I have so many TVC. John Graber, the space jockey, would be going nuts if he saw the TVC cards on the corner here. Oh, hey, here's a new figure. Nice, dude. This guy looks so good in person. We have the Imperial Shock Trooper. So I got 1. Again, before the LAT campaign happened, I would do just 1 clone on a pre-order for all these. for every clone in the TVC line. And I actually have almost a complete collection. I think the only ones I'm missing are Commander Cody and then the foil variants for the Phase 2 VC number 15 and the Commander Cody. I think those might be the only two I'm missing. Oh, and when they redid the Phase 1 Clone Trooper, I think there's like a Lieutenant, a Fordo. There's like a handful I'm missing. But yeah, his chest paint app is slightly off center, like ever so slightly. I don't even know if you guys will notice it on camera, but yeah, super cool to get this guy. This guy's going to get added to the wall, and then when Big Bad puts more in stock, I will order more for the gunships there. Next HasLab should be the Zillow Beast, dude. That'd be awesome. Let's see. What else I got? Oh, hey, so, not only did I get the... Too many cards here. So not only did I get the Ahsoka Mando Super Commando, I also got the Clone Wars version of the Mandalorian Super Commando. This guy comes with some different blasters. I love this like Mandalorian blaster, this Westar carbine here. Side by side, these guys do have some slightly different paint apps from one another, and they do have different weapons. So I consider these guys to be different characters. So that's why I grabbed both of these. I think these guys will be cool to have side by side in my Clone Wars Season 7 display. Yeah, Zillow Beast should be on Hasbro Pulse for $24.99. Anything more than that is an outrage. Let's take a look here. Ooh, I'm seeing some goodies. So this figure is not the best. We have another 501st clone here. But I did get the other Ahsoka Tano. And that's funny, back in the day they just called her Ahsoka. This is her Clone Wars Seasons 3 through 5 appearance. So it's not the best figure. It's an older figure. This is the reissue. I got it on Big Bad for retail. But yeah, good figure, good enough. So definitely recommend. This one obviously I don't see them redoing her if they re-released her. So I was like, you know what, it's as good as it's gonna get. And then we got a couple more ARC Troopers here. So these are the other two that they released from Battlefront 2. I'd love to see them do the Cobalt Hero. But we do have the Umbra Operative. He was on BigBadToyStore, so I did pick him up. Again, removable helmet. But I think I'm going to pose these guys just with their blaster pistols to be accurate to the game. So got him. And then I got, this is my favorite one of all of the ARC Troopers. This is the Lambent Seeker ARC Trooper appearance from Battlefront 2. So really excited to have this one in the collection as well. Yeah, this is going to be an opener. All these clones that I only got one of, like these ARC Troopers and like Ahsoka and stuff, I won't open these ones on stream just because I do want to do full reviews on these guys. However, all these ones that I open, like that I have multiples of, like all the 501st and stuff, yeah, we'll do it. I want to see the Navigation Trooper, which is a good one. Is that... Are you talking about the Special Ops clones that are on the Stealth Bomber in the Clone Wars episode Cat and Mouse? If not, correct me on that. I'd love to know what you're talking about. Wish they made them in Black Series. Brother, I know. I saw Shelf Life just did a custom video on his YouTube. I haven't checked it out yet, but he just did a short talking about those customs. A local shop has 6 of those Umbra for $17 each. Thought about grabbing one. Is that D&E Collectibles? Is that what you're talking about? I feel like that'd be that's a steal, brother. Better get those. And then here are my other two Phase 1 501st clones. So that makes 4 of them. And again, yeah, you only ever see a few of them sprinkled in, so yeah, dude, I have so many TVC cards right here. I never would have expected myself to get this many TVC. Top's coming in here. It's legit a tragedy they didn't do the Cobalt Hero ARC Trooper skin. I know, man. I feel like it's just because of how complex and like how many fine details there are, specifically with all that really thin blue grid work on the chest and on the is it on the helmet or is it just on the chest? But I feel like TVC could pull it off with how well they do on their digitally done paint apps. 2 groovy collectibles. One of these weekends, Max, I gotta drive down and come hang out and go check out some stuff. What about the 501st ARC Trooper 3-pack? So I'm not getting that. Here's why. Because the ARC Trooper Jesse, I do want to get a 5s and an Echo, but Jesse is not accurate. And I just am not going to get that figure if the helmet's not accurate. Because all Jesse has is a Phase 2 clone helmet. And then for some reason, TVC and Black Series did the Phase 1.5 helmet like these guys have, where they have the rangefinder and they have the fin on the top, and that's just not with Black Series. I bought it because I am a much more of a completionist when it comes to Clone Wars stuff in Black Series. But with TVC, I'm being picky as it is, so it's like, why get something that's not even a real design? Like So yeah, let's see. Oh, they are the clone that you see on the Venator Bridge. Oh, the clone officers. Those would be cool. I would get those. They did every blue Mando. I want every blue clone. I want a blue one. I want an orange one. I want a green one. I love clone troopers. It's clone trooper brain rot for you. 4-pack should be Battlefront Inferno Squad with her dad as the fourth. That'd be cool. Not a lot of good. What's up, AC? Shout out to being a Rancor Battalion channel member. Not a lot of good Prime deals. Basically the same things on sale for Black Series. Yeah, we're going to get into some Black Series here because I've reached the point in my Big Bad box where I can't see any more TVC. I know there's a couple more lingering in there. But we will we'll check out. Oh, man. So we're switching gears, guys. We're switching gears. We're going to Black Series now. Just for a little bit. Dude. Oh, man. So I actually, so if you guys don't know me, I usually wait. I usually ship my pile of loot on like the first of the month every month. But, this past month I only had like 2 items in there. So I was like, meh, you know what? I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out. So I am glad I did because now I have all this stuff to show off. But yeah, let's check out. So I have some newer Black Series. Some of these have been released for a couple months. Some of these are like, just released in the past couple weeks. We have the Gaming Greats Night Sister Marin from Jedi Survivor. So excited for this figure. She looks great. Really excited about that Night Sister magic. She has all her melee weapons. Yeah, this figure looks awesome. So excited to add her to my shelf for Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor is packed. I might have to spread that out and make it, one from each game now, which is, I never thought that would happen, but here we are. Let's check out. I also have another older figure, the Night Trooper, the Death Trooper version. I have the hot toy of this, which is phenomenal, but this dude is equally as cool for this scale. I know that everyone was saying he was fat when he got revealed. He does not look fat. He looks good. So, yeah, I like that. Lots of new tooling on this guy. Excited to check this one out. Obviously, with the Black Series stuff, I'm not going to open that on stream because I want to review everything that's out now. So, get ready. You thought I was doing a lot of reviews now. I was kind of getting myself in the rhythm so I could really start pumping out some reviews. But honestly, this might be the first thing I review. Black Series Chimere, the Stranger. Dude, this is probably one of my most anticipated figures of the year. And I found out through my buddy Hybrid Toy Reviews that the sculpted plastic cloak has a soft goods plastic cloak underneath, and it's 2 separate pieces. So you can have the soft goods look or the sculpted plastic look. And I was really hoping that would be the case because I thought the sculpted plastic looked kind of meh. So, let's see. Doll time, Black Series, time for dolls. Don't worry, we got some more TVC hiding in there. A Clone Pilots 4-pack, 2 versions, Phase 2 and Phase 1. See, that would be cool. I would love for them specifically to do like named pilots too, like Warthog and Hawk, Oddball. Like those would be really cool to get. Just some pilots to throw in the gunship. More TVC. I got more TVC coming. Dumbass, muted myself. We got Shock in here. What's going on, Shock? Nice profile picture, Falmo Dama. Need him in Black Series, by the way, Falmo Dama. And I need a TVC version that can actually hold his lightsaber. Not like that Muff-Tack redo they did in the Saga collection? Let me check. Yeah, I have him in the Saga collection. No, no Mudang in this pile of loot, Hunter. Yeah, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in Mudang. He's not real to me. You found him at Walmart yesterday? Yeah, so did Hybrid. He recently found this guy. I think it was at Walmart, right? Check out Hybrid Toy Review's most recent weekend hunt. Hey, Carbonites! Chut chut! What's going on, man? Shout out to Carbonites for being a channel member. Carbonites has some heat. He's got some sets from 03 Clone Wars coming. I'm excited about that, dude. That would be neat too, Night Rex. The father, the daughter, and the son. Another Black Series here. Man, this guy is sick. Dude, the paint apps on this dude are crazy. Here is the Jedi Temple Guard. Again, another one. He's been out for a little while, but, you know, I really am excited about this guy. He's sick. That double-bladed yellow saber looks awesome. This actually, I think this is my first yellow-sabered Black Series figure. Allegedly, he's coming to TVC, so he's on the rumor list with Yak Face that he's coming to TVC. So keep an eye out, TVC collectors. You might be getting him sooner than later. Hidden at the bottom here, we have another less than desirable card back for this 501st clone. But again, I specifically ordered the less than minty ones because I was like, you know, I'm going to open these anyway. Let me save a couple bucks and get the less than minty versions. But yeah, there's another 501st Trooper. Then, let's keep going here. Alright, so hang on. I should have 4 501st. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure when you have these many clone troopers, I'm trying to keep track of the numbers here. Yeah, TVC Stranger. He's on the rumor list for TVC. We'll see if he comes out tomorrow or not. But and then we got battle packs for clones. Should have battle packs and minigun and RP6 rocket launchers custom to clone. I agree. I think honestly, back in 1999 when the Phantom Menace line was coming out, they did. Ooh, that's cool. I get a dozen of those guards. That'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. Back in the day, in 1999, they did accessory packs. I actually have a couple of them from my dad's collection that he passed down to me. Let me go grab them. Let me go grab them. I'll be right back. Just because I think it's worth bringing up on the stream. Whoa. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I almost just like ate shit just now. Let's see. Find my Alright, so these came out in 1999 and they retailed for, one of these has the price tag on it, I want to say. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I guess so. But these are accessory packs that came out in 1999. So you have you have a Sith accessory set and a Tatooine accessory set. I want to say these were like $5 back in the day. And they just had a ton of accessories. I think this would be cool if Hasbro dropped one of these as just a Clone Trooper accessory set. I would buy several so that I could have clones with the Z6 rotary cannon, with the rocket launcher, give them the little backpacks, you know, grenades, detonators, things like that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think this would be really neat. And again, these are like ancient now, which is so funny to think about. Stuff that came out in 99 is ancient, but yeah, cool stuff. And that's part of my Phantom Menace display. But we'll set those off to the side. Hey, Malekith, what's going on? Nice to see you in here. I see you in the comments section all the time. They have to give us stuff. It's coming, man. Even if it doesn't show up tomorrow, which I'll be bummed. I thought it was a huge miss that they didn't reveal anything during the LAT campaign that had to coincide with, you know, the gunship. I feel like that would have swayed people if they knew like some really cool stuff was coming. They would have backed. That might have swayed people, you know. But yeah, ancient. Yeah. Shout out all my unks, man. Shout out all my unks. McFarlane sells weapon packs. I'd be all over that for clones. Some backpacks, droid poppers. Yes, exactly. There's all kinds of stuff you can give to clone troopers. Yeah. Carbonites should sell accessory packs. Where's my Carbonites Republic gunship? Just wondering. Yeah, there was another one. Valaverse does weapon and gear packs as well. Yeah, again, just giving collectors the option. That way you don't have to pack all that stuff in with a figure. You can just buy it or don't buy it, you know? Um, Here's a reissue. I passed on this figure when it first came out, and I only ever saw it one time in a GameStop, and I got it for Cheesy Napkin for Christmas because he loves this character. He's even read the Darth Malgus novel. But here he is, Darth Malgus. I finally got him. I love Old Republic. Love the game. Love the cinematic trailers were some of my favorite things to just watch on repeat as a kid on YouTube when YouTube first came around. But yeah, super cool that I was able to get this guy on his reissue on Big Bad Toy Store. So very excited. I'm definitely going to review him. He's going to be dope. I think having him next to Savaggio Press will look sick. But yeah, what's Hal Runner? Carbonite's gunship, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. I think Carbonite's gunship. I'd buy it. Oh, dude, there's so many action figures in here. This is like Christmas. Let's see. Ooh, dude, there's some peak in here. Okay. Oh, man, I got such good paint apps on this. Oh, dude, come on. Okay, so we have my boy Brandon, Hero Collection's favorite figure. We have Ezra Bridger, Peridia. This is one of Brandon's favorite figures of the year. Brandon's a big Imanes Fondi fan. He's a big Jabba the Hutt fan, I guess, huh? But yeah, this is Ezra Bridger. So very cool. Again, shout out. Big Bad also just tends to do really, really nicely when it comes to paint apps on figures. I can't think of a time that I've ever really had an issue with paint applications on my figures from Big Bad. I feel like they actually kind of like pay attention to that. So I do like that. I'm very excited to open this guy up again. He's been out for a little bit now. I'm not saying like, oh, I got the jump on this, but that's because I usually wait a month or two before I ship my pile of loot so I can have that like Christmas feeling, like I get like 30, 40 things all at once instead of, a package and a package and a package. You end up really saving a lot of money on shipping when you do it that way. Tops, have you ever watched the Old Republic timeline videos that was made of a bunch of concept art? I don't think I have. Hey, shout out my boy, Fig Fury, the man who caused me to buy a bunch of TVC figures. Shout out for joining the channel membership, becoming a member of the Rancor Battalion. Again, guys, 99 cents a month. All my reviews on YouTube early. You get exclusive badges in the comments, priority replies, and you get to vote on what I review next for the channel. Link is in the description below. I think they finally updated YouTube so that you can hit the join button on mobile devices. I know for the longest time, YouTube had it set up so that if you wanted to join a channel membership, you either had to open the link that's in the description or you had to be using like a web browser. So stupid. Dude, I don't think Krell is coming tomorrow. He's my pipe dream. I really do. But he is on Hasbro's radar. I can tell you that much. Hasbro is well aware that both TVC fans and Black Series fans really, really want Pong Krell. So keep that in mind. Everybody's saying, what up, Fig? My boy. Manifesting. Dude, I'd be so happy. Yes, we need Umbara TVC. I would buy Umbarans. I would buy their weird-ass vehicles, dude. I'd be all over that stuff. Dude, I would love to see it, but I just don't know that TVC would ever do the Havoc Marauder. I have it in Micro Galaxy. It is right there, right above my finger. Have it in Micro Galaxy. But, yeah, just a shame. I think I've heard rumors next year is either going to be the U-Wing because it is the 10th anniversary of Rogue One and because it shows up in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, or I've heard rumors of like an $800 Death Star playset. If you look it up, there's like a sketch of it online. It's insane. It's huge. It's like a big semicircle. It looks cool from the drawings that I've seen, so we'll see what happens with that. Hey, shout out Lazy Jawa for joining the channel membership as well. Thank you for joining, man. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Rancor Battalion. I've released reviews, like 5 or 6 reviews every week the last couple weeks here. So, yeah, dude. If Hot Toys did, I think Dirge and Pong Krell across all action figure lines right now are like all scales. Like those are gimmies. Like dude, Pong Krell in Hot Toys would be ridiculous. I don't even know how they'd pull that off. But then again, I didn't know how they'd pull off Savage, and that was an instant pre-order for me for Hot Toys was the Savage. Manifest it, boys. Make it happen. Tommy, would you rather shampoo a Wookiee or witness a Mythrol evacuate his thorax? Well, I feel like the Mythrol whenever I evacuate my thorax, so I feel like I'd rather choose that. How much would a Hot Toys Krell be? I feel like he'd be similar to Malgus, to be honest with you, like 310. I feel like that's what you'd be looking at. Hey, shout out Avix for joining in the stream. What's going on, man? Dude, AI generated would you rather. Go check out my latest podcast episode with Logan. That was some slop, man. Yeah, Fig, I agree. I think it would, if they did a Hot Toys Pong Krell, it'd probably be like, I'm thinking like 310 to 330. It's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, VC375 has to be 3PO. Yeah, man, I said it in my predictions video this morning. I think it's going to be 3PO. Let's get back here, because check this out. I have the newest wave of Black Series. Dude, really excited to bust this guy open. Clone Lieutenant Gale from Revenge of the Sith. This is they just gave him a name just because, but he is one of the clones that's with Clone Commander Bly and Aayla Secura when they slaughter her during Order 66 in Revenge of the Sith. This is the new Black Series clone helmet. Yes, they're still doing removable helmets. I don't think they really have an intention of doing away with that for the clone troopers, unfortunately, but I hope they do follow suit with TVC. But this is a great alternative. This helmet is so much more accurate to Revenge of the Sith in proportions and stuff. Actually, here is a great side-by-side I can give you. So here is a recently reviewed slop garbage, 2.0 Black Series clone trooper. Mine even has the warped visor. He's doing you the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Yeah, so there's him. And then side-by-side with the new helmet. Let me make sure the helmets are as close to each other as I can get them. Look at that difference there, guys. See how this one has like a weird amalgamation of like animated proportions and like live action proportions? The new helmet doesn't have that issue. Looks so much more like Revenge of the Sith, which makes me so happy that they're leaning more towards the realistic look. And just to compare it side by side, I do have from the Order 66 4-pack, the 212th clone here. Let's do those side by side. Much better. Much better. For being a removable helmet, this looks a lot better. Very happy with that. It looks like it's just going to blend a lot better. Tommy Scale helmet. I'm drop kicking you. I'm slide tackling you next time I see you, dude. It's game over for you. Your ankle's gone. The helmet on my Gale is like perfect. I know some people have had issues. This is why Big Bad is the place to order from, because they do a great job of quality checking when they ship your stuff. I really don't have any issues with paint apps or any issues at all when I get stuff from Big Bad. The only time I've ever had an issue was when I ordered the Moff-X 2.0 Mandalorian, and when I ordered him, I had this weird issue where he was missing, like, out of the box. It wasn't a Big Bad thing. You wouldn't have even noticed it. Out of the box, he was missing the piece that covers his gauntlet that you can swap out and put, like, the flamethrower effect on. And I reached out to Big Bad, and I had footage of it, because I was recording a review. So I was opening it, uncut, and I noticed it was gone. So I reached out to Big Bad. They were like, hey, here's a shipping label. Just send it to us, and we will replace it. No problem. Dude, I did it, and I got the new one within a week. Their customer service at Big Bad Toy Store is phenomenal. You get to talk to a real person over the phone. It is amazing. You can just, like, explain something to somebody. And in the year of our Lord, 2025, I feel like that's such a novel concept here. Yeah, I mean, I just gotta say, Clone Wars era is the best era of Star Wars. You can't get me wrong, man. As much as A New Hope is my favorite Star Wars movie, hands down, I do think the Clone Wars era is the most interesting to me. Yeah, 2013 clone body over everything. All right, both of you, band. Look at him giggling at him too. Look at him giggling. Look at it. Whatever, dude. I need to burn my current Gale and buy a new one. Where'd you get it from, dude? Clone Command, what's going on, dude? I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. How we doing? Yeah, BBTS customer service, especially if you're like a United States collector, dude, you're missing out if you're not doing Big Bad. Got the Obi-Wan, the new Obi-Wan. Again, paint apps. The face looks fantastic. I'm really excited because you can see my San Diego Comic-Con set right here. And I kind of want to just leave those posed as is. Every time I move them around or fiddle with them, I'm like, but I gotta keep this accessory on if I want to keep them on the shelf. So, got my boy Obi-Wan, my favorite Jedi in Star Wars. Obi-Wan, one of the greatest characters in all of Star Wars. You got yours on Amazon. Yeah, dude, I think he might be in stock on BBTS. If mine showed up, he should be in stock. Yeah. I'll tell you our Mechazilla story sometime. They refunded us and let us keep it. See, again, Big Bad does a really good job. It's because it's in Wisconsin. Everything good and holy comes from there. Just like really good food, man. I think I gained 10 pounds last time I went to Wisconsin. So we have a few more figures in here. So I have a few more Black Series. We'll change track. We'll go back to TVC, and then I have like my big item in here with my pile of loot, and then we'll open some stuff, and yeah, and then we'll just chat as we do that. So let's see what I have here. So got 3 more Black Series here. One is an older figure. I think I'll show that one off first. Hunter, shield your eyes. We have Barriss Offee. She looks good, man. This is another Miri Allen in the Black Series. Again, nice even paint apps. The hood is a little big. I wonder... Oh, I can kind of see the ring that holds the hood up is like way up towards the top of her neck there. So we should be able to fix that when I get this one opened. But yeah, really excited to get her out of the box and reviewed so I could pose her up with Luminara and Shakti and Ki-Adi-Mundi, Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, Ayla. So many Jedi from the prequel era. So excited to have her around. They've been crushing it. I want Saesee Tiin next, and I want that 2003 Clone Wars Saesee Tiin. Don't do me dirty, Hasbro. Hey, here's a figure that is really cool. This is the single-packed Anakin. Also looks awesome. Look at those awesome. The face paint apps again. The scar looks great. The eyes are placed perfectly on the sculpt. Such a good job. I'm so excited to get... Yeah, so excited to get this guy. Let's see. We have Malekith. What do you do against running out of space? I honestly, that's the biggest like fight for all collectors. Is just getting the biggest fight with all collectors is trying to maximize the space that you have, because a lot of times we could put up more shelves, we could do more displaying, but the thing that we can't do a lot of times is eventually we're going to run out of space. That's the biggest fight we have as collectors. So really for me, it's like, if I can't display stuff, it's time to get rid of stuff. I personally, like, if you're somebody who doesn't mind having stuff in storage, that's all you. But me personally, if I can't display it, I really don't see a reason to have it. So, I use ICCCon as a great opportunity to sell stuff and kind of cycle stuff through in the collection. But yeah, let's see. Is Barriss confirmed? No, they're different characters. Barriss gets her, which shout out Holonet, by the way. Barriss is her own character in the Tales of the Empire series, which I did not like her story at all in Tales of the Empire. Was not a fan of that one bit. But yeah, and then we got we need 2003 Sassy Boy, please. Yes, I do have SHF Grievous on order through AmiAmi. That's the place I go to. It's a Japanese website for most of my SHF and Mafex stuff. If there's an in-stock one, I might pick it up on Big Bad, but yeah. Yeah, exactly, dude. But that's my philosophy. If I don't have room to display stuff, then I don't need to have it on display. Let's see. What's up, Star Wars peeps? Did you pick up Chimere? Yes. Where is he? I just showed him off a couple minutes ago. Let's see. Chimere. There's Marin. There's the Death Trooper. Of course, he's like the last one I pick up here. Boom! Chimere, the Stranger. So excited for this guy, man. I mean, say what you want. Say what you want about the Acolyte. Chimere is easily the best part of the Acolyte. Whether you like the show or not, I think most of us can agree on that. Let's see. Barris Apologist. Ayo, bro. Nope. Her story in Tales of the Empire was trash. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. Let's see. Hey, Star Wars and Brews, another member of the Rancor Battalion. What's going on, man? How we doing? And finally, last Black Series figure. Hot take. This is a good figure. Sand Trooper. He looks good, man. Yes, of course, he's not the screen accurate A New Hope version, but this is according to the Rogue One Stormtrooper, this is how this guy ideally would look in universe. So he wouldn't have the costume malfunctions that the A New Hope troopers had. So yeah, very cool figure. I'm really excited to get this guy opened. I think he looks good. I'm very happy with him. I'm excited to get him reviewed and check out that new blaster as well. So, got a couple more things to show off. Like I said, we'll do TVC. I have a couple more TVC items. I have the big item, and then I have, we'll do some opening. We'll hang out, we'll do some opening. So, pick these up, If I was getting TVC clones, you already know. I got 4 of the TVC 4-pack that comes with. This is the Phase 2 Clone Trooper pack. So this comes with 2 Phase 2 grunts, the shiny ones. Each one has 2 Phase 2 grunts, the 501st Phase 2, and the 332nd clone. So pretty excited about these. Got these here. Yeah, gonna be cool. Excited to get these in the collection. These, I'm gonna open 3 of these, and I'm gonna review 1 for the channel. But yeah, super cool stuff. Yes, Sand Trooper is a good figure. I like that one. Yeah, I like the new Sandy as well. Not dirty enough, dude. Just go run around with him in the backyard or something. Tow him, tie him to the back of your car, drag him through a dirt road. I'll be blind. Deploy the garrison. I love Director Krennic, dude. I love Rogue One. Rogue One is one of my favorite Star Wars movies. I'm glad I'm not catching strays like I did during your pod, bro. This is not a pile of loot. It's a mound of loot. Dude, I'm kind of trapped. I'm kind of trapped in here right now. I have too much stuff around me right now. Let's see. All right. So we're going to check out. This one kind of came in its own box. I assume this might be the Hasbro shipper. But have the big item here. So this is something... I'm not really a Black Series helmet guy. I have the 501st Clone helmet. And the only reason I got that was because I wanted that collector coin that GameStop was doing, because I love stuff like that. Like, go to the physical store and get a special item. Obviously I have my own homemade Blitz helmet for my 501st costume. I have the Boba Fett rearmored helmet, the Mandalorian helmet, and I have the Stranger helmet. But this is one that I was like, I can't pass up on this. So I grabbed this, super excited about it. Let me kind of, I don't want to ruin the box. What am I saying? I act like I'm gonna keep this in box or something. What an idiot. Let's see. Get this up, dude. They taped this nice, man. Holy cow. And this is not a cutting instrument that I have in my hand. Let's see. There we go. Check it out, guys. I like how they package this. I got the Death Trooper helmet. So if you guys don't know, the Death Trooper is one of my, if not my favorite. Yes, Fig, it is the Black Series Rancor. You didn't know? They just hid it in this box for me. This is my favorite Imperial Trooper variant. I loved him in Rogue One. I think that he is easily my favorite. I'm going to keep this in the box, though, because I do want to do a full review on YouTube for this helmet. But I'm so excited to check out the light-up features. That's what really sold me on this, was the options that you have for the light-up features. I'm really excited about this one. Let's see. Yeah, that is the Hasbro shipper, too. So, excuse me. Ooh, that coffee, man. Let's see. I heard, yeah, Cody is in the United States. He's supposed to ship in March, but I wouldn't be surprised if he shipped sooner. Take your figure and touch grass. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Eric, what's going on, man? How is your Hot Toys collection getting back into Black Series? My Hot Toys collection is good. You can see I have my 501st up here. I have a lot of Hot Toys on order. I'm just waiting for some of them to ship. I have a lot of them paid off right now. I'm super excited about General Grievous and Commander Wolf and Plo Koon. The Wolf Pack Troopers. Those are going to be cool. Helmet review. I'll get that out soon. TVC Captain Vaughn would be sick. Yeah, that Cody helmet. I have that one on order. I do. Yeah, Vader and Storm. I don't have either of those. Ones. When I was a kid, the Biker Scout and Snowtrooper were my favorites, but Rogue One, dude, Rogue One, I have to say, Rogue One and Andor did such a good job of just like creating new designs, but making them feel like congruent with the existing designs from the era in the military of Star Wars. Grass, I don't know, couldn't tell you. Yeah, dude. It is. That's why you gotta find a spouse that supports your collecting. That way you don't have to be like, the boys in brown let me down. I told them to take it to the back door. Wifey's gonna be pissed. Yeah, the Disney Parks Gree helmet. That's a cool one. I haven't picked up any of the Disney Parks helmets, and I don't think I will. It would have to be something that really blows me away. Yeah, so cool. I have a wife. Doing better than most people out there. Yeah, I don't know where to start. Let's just start opening up these 501st clones. I'm excited to get these guys open, man. I think I'm gonna do some with like the DC-15 carbine. I'm gonna do other ones with the long rifle, because that's kind of how you see a mix of them. But oh man, yeah, this is sick. I'm so excited to get these guys opened. He's got like a very glossy shoulder armor here, which is interesting. But yeah, here is the... Oh, interesting. So the shoulder armor, I haven't even opened one of these yet. So the shoulder armor, much like the TVC, or much like the Black Series, the older clone body, the shoulder armor is glued at the top of the shoulder. It's glued to the bicep. So you can kind of raise those shoulders up. And yeah, you do risk like it warping and stuff, but it seems to really... Come on, camera. Doesn't want to focus. Whatever. Let's seize my eye. That's why, right? Whatever. Stupid technology. But yeah, I'm really excited about this guy. Yeah, that helmet just... the helmet looks so much better, dude. Like, just... It's much more proportionate to the actual figure. Pretty excited. Looks good. So we'll get him with a blaster in hand. This is not a review. I will review one of these guys. I will leave one of them sealed so that I can review him. Let's see. Let's see. Get this guy posed up with the rifle here. Yeah, I'm interested to see it. This will be fun to play around with too, just because I'm very new to the TVC line. So I'm kind of new to how these guys pose and stuff like that, but here he is with the long rifle in hand. Oh, now it wants to focus, but yeah, long rifle in hand. See if I can get him into like just a blasting pose here. Which, by the way, the DC-15 is a different sculpt. This one looks more accurate. It's Revenge of the Sith accurate. Where's Hunter at? It's Revenge of the Sith accurate. Yeah, this one looks to be more Revenge of the Sith accurate than the Black Series one. So yeah. I'll have to play around with the articulation on this guy, because I'd love to get him to really shoulder the blaster here, but you just have such more, such greater range of motion, specifically at the legs here, at the hips and everything. So there we go. Here's a decent little pose here for our 501st Trooper. And again, I don't know why for some reason it doesn't want to focus. But yeah, it's a good looking figure. Man, it feels good in hand too. Here's how he poses up with Blitz. I know that Blitz, we never saw him in his pure Phase 2 look, but maybe he never transitioned to Phase 2. Maybe he just always kept the Phase 1.5. Maybe that's some lore that I just created for Blitz, because he's my character. He's mine. But yeah, super cool. I'm really excited. Can't wait to open like a dozen more of these guys and have them all on the shelf together. Maybe I'll take a picture of them posed up with my 2002 gunship. Moon Jockey. Got to get these, bro. That you can buy 5 of them for $13.99 a piece on Amazon right now for Prime Day. So jump on it, brother. Jump on it. Let me try and get him so that he's posed up. He does, dude. The articulation on TVC has gotten like so ridiculously good. It's so insane. I can get him into like such natural poses that like you're fit like that. That is why I think that these figures are like better than what's it called, than like the antenna mold, because like you could just do so much more with these newer clones. Um, all right, bruh. All right, bruh. I'm banning you. You're done. um, yeah, I think you're right. The 4-pack 501st have more of a matte finish on the. Which, by the way, let's open one of those. I have so much stuff in front of me, I don't even know where to begin. Yeah, let's crack open one of these 4-packs here. This is fun. I've been. That's always been my keeping the old gunships. Blasphemous. I have to, bro. And I'm really excited because I'll get to do a comparison now. All right, so let's. I guess we'll start with. They have these all like in individual. So if you get the 4-pack, it's like 4 troopers and little like tissue paper baggies, and then they each have their accessories and everything in there. Hope you guys are getting some good ASMR. Here is our plain Phase 2 Grunt. Wow, this guy looks good. Yeah, really excited about this one, man. Yeah, plain Phase 2 looks good. Look at that guy. Again, the proportions just so nice, man. Such a great way to like couple the new articulation with kind of making him look like. Oh, isn't that a thing with these 4-packs? Each clone only comes with 1 blaster. So like this phase 2 clone only comes with the DC-15 carbine instead of the long rifle, which that's fine because each of these 501st that I got, they all come with both blasters, like the single carded ones. So I'm not even worried about it. I ain't sweating it. But yeah, here's this guy here. Look at that dude. Nice. Yeah, this is sick, man. Maybe I can get. I love how in Revenge of the Sith, like in the prequel movies, it's so funny. A lot of the clones they tend to shoot from the hip, much like the stormtroopers do. So I love that you can just get a very natural looking, kind of lower stance where they're shooting from the hip. I love that a lot. Just again, very natural posing. I feel very similarly about the Black Series clone troopers. Where it's like, I mean, yeah, Gale has a removable helmet. That's like, to me, that's a separate issue. Like, I feel like the removable helmet is something Hasbro could fix. But there's certain things, if you watch the prequel movies, you'll see a lot of times, and even in like the famous like promo shots of the clone troopers from the prequel films, a lot of them, they have issues with them that the CG models clip into themselves. Like when they're running, like the thigh armor clips into the cod piece, and a lot of times like the bicep armor clips into the carapace, which is the part that covers the chest. And what you notice is they when they do that, it having an action figure like this is cool, where it's like, yeah, it looks exactly like what we see in the movie, but you're going to have more limited articulation. So when it comes to Clone Trooper action figures, I am willing to sacrifice it looking 100% accurate to the media for the sake of improving articulation and giving me stuff like this where I can get much more natural posing, much better looking poses with these guys. And again, removable helmets, I'm not a fan. To each their own. I prefer swappable heads, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Yeah, let's open up the 501st from this 2-pack here, or 4-pack. So he also comes with the short blaster. So maybe I'll have most of my single-carded ones with the long rifles, and then the multi-pack ones with the carbines, because that's all they come with. So yeah, so this guy, he looks great. I'm really impressed. But you'll see the blue is the same on the helmets. However, it looks different on the shoulder armor, because the shoulder armor on this one with the blaster in hand is the Kenobi version. You'll see that it's a shinier, glossier paint, whereas it's more of a matte finish on the 4-pack version. So that's like the big difference between the two. But it's at this small of a scale. If that's something that's like gonna piss you off and like make you not buy the figure, I don't know what to tell you, because for me that is definitely not the case. This elbow hinge is really loose on this guy. but I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's not broken or anything. It's just loose. Doesn't mean anything for me. Let's get him into a more of a higher pose here. Yeah, beautiful. There we go. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you can get these guys at a nice blaster holding poses here. This guy looks great. Yeah, sweet. I'm really excited about that. All right, let's see. Got the clone. And let's do, so now we have a new one to check out, the 332nd Trooper. So right now, I do plan on getting more of these multi-packs just because I want to have more than just 4 of these 332nd Troopers. Oh, and I guess there's another plane phase 2 in here. I should probably get him unboxed. But yeah, here is the 332nd clone. I don't know if it wants to focus, but here he is. He looks good. Again, I'm really impressed, especially because these have what's it called? The plastic-free packaging. Like, you don't really know what your paint apps or, you know, your QC is going to look like until you get them out of the box. But they did a good job, man. They did a good job on these. So far, you know, knock on wood, I hope I don't have any issues with paint apps or quality control on these. But, yeah. Let's see. Got, there we go. I know I'm kind of doing, like, similar poses for these guys, but it's just, like, my go-to pose for clone troopers. There he is. Our 332nd clone. Looking absolutely dope fire. And I'm really excited. Just like having a bunch of these. I mean, I just 5 of them open right now. But like having just a bunch of clones together. That's really fun. And I hope you guys are enjoying the ASMR, by the way, of the tissue paper. So, okay. Well, I guess none of these clones come with long rifles. Interesting. That's really interesting. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. I see one single long rifle here. Oh, hang on. There's 2. Oh, so that's weird. I feel like you might throw these away. These are packed separately in the 4-packs. They're like in between the slots where the figures are. You do have some long rifles. Yeah, I definitely want to give one of my Phase 2 grunts one of these long rifles here. Get that out of the baggie so we can check that out. But let's take a look. All right. Yeah, so here's our other Phase 2 again. Oh, the black brows, man. Those are painted so cleanly on all these that I've opened so far. There was a crab droid 20 years ago, but no, they have not done one for TVC yet. Let's see. So, get the long rifle in. We'll do, again, that more hip-firing pose for this Phase 2 clone. If I can get it into... There we go. Beautiful. Again, we'll get that wider stance that we see. This is more of a Attack of the Clones Geonosis look, but check this guy out. Beautiful. Yeah, that's super sick. Love it. Love it. Yeah, dude, I'm all over this, man. This is so fun. This is so fun. Let me see if I can get a bunch of them in my hands, so I can show them all off all at once. Bunch of clones. Clone Trooper. Check it out. There we go. 5 clones, just like that. Ready to go. Ready to go into action. Yeah, super cool, guys. I'm so excited. Yeah, Battle of Geonosis is on its way, as Holonet says. Patience. We will see what they release. I'm expecting some cool stuff. I'm pretty much in on everything Battle of Geonosis, specifically because I was able to open, get the lat going. So, the lat landing. Yes, sir. I see you in there, Star Wars Brews. The lat landing. Beautiful. Yeah, I think let's open this guy next. Just one of our Phase 1 troopers here. I don't keep my card backs for TVC. Well, I do keep my packaging for Black Series. I don't keep my packaging for TVC. I don't believe in it. Yeah, again, removable helmet, doing away with that is probably one of the best decisions they've ever made. So, what is he holding on the card back here? I think it's the shorter blaster. Yeah, so we'll do that for him. I hate the tape, man. I hate this tape. I'd rather they just do better indentations on these cards, man. Or on these bubbles. I'm not a fan of the tape. That goes for Black Series as well. The tape just annoys me. I feel like they just go out of their way to just use so much tape. There's got to be like a production thing. It's got to be like, more cost effective. But yeah, here is our... This is, again, not a Phase 1 Lieutenant. Phase 1 Lieutenant has the 4 dots on the chest and has a lighter blue look. This is just a Phase 1 501st clone. There he is. Looks amazing. And this is him side by side with a Phase 2 501st. So there's both of those guys side by side. Looking awesome. Very cool. Yeah, dude. I'm excited, man. I'm so excited to get the gunship in hand. It's going to be great. Very, very excited. Yeah. Super cool stuff. Okay. Do I have anything else? I think I will spare you all. I'll open and I'll post on like in my Discord and on my Blitz Bounties Instagram. I'll post all the clones opened up and together. The ones that I'm opening for now have Blitz at the front leading the charge. But yeah, that is my Blitz Bounty stream. I think this is one of the longer ones I've ever done, especially for being a solo stream. So much stuff to open. So many cool things to do reviews for. I will be posting, if you are an ARC Trooper in the Patreon or you are a Rancor Battalion channel membership, keep a lookout. Probably tonight, maybe tomorrow, I will do a post asking you guys exclusively, hey, out of all the stuff that I got in my pile of loot, what should I review first? You guys will have dibs. You guys will get to have the power to vote and decide through popular vote what will be reviewed first out of this pile of loot for Blitz Transmissions. So thanks, guys, so much for watching. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm having a blast with these clones. I'm really excited. This is taking me back to my childhood, man. I'm like a kid on Christmas, man. This is so much fun. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll catch you tomorrow morning. Remember, tomorrow morning I will post the stream in the morning, 10:45 a.m. Eastern Time. I will be streaming. I will be joined by a couple friends. We will be covering the Hasbro Star Wars reveals as they happen at New York Comic Con here on Blitz Transmissions. So be ready. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. And yeah, make sure to tune in, 10:45 a.m. It's going to be great. Again, check out all the links in the description below. Patreon, channel membership, Instagram, Discord, merch, like this Blitz Transmission screw neck I have on right now. They haven't set a time yet, to my knowledge. I think the time is going to be, like, I don't know, probably like 1 p.m. for premium members, 2 p.m. for everybody else. So we'll see, guys. Guys, thanks so much for joining this stream. I'll catch you for the next one. And as always, may the Force be with you.
Breaking off. All units, fire at will. 1, 2, pick a target. Too many, Captain. Watch your stabilizer, Gold 6. Anybody cover me. I got 2 vultures on my tail. You've got to hold them here. Watch your left. I can't shake them. I'm hit. Where's our